and autonomous ship rules at Bureau Veritas Marine and Offshore. He is going to present a new rule note, number 681, for unmanned surface vessel. And he will also be present to take questions after the presentation.
Good morning, good evening. My name is Jérôme Fèvre. I am in charge of rules development for smart shipping and autonomous shipping in the Marine and Offshore division of Bureau Veritas. Today, I have two objectives: to present the smart ship framework that we have developed in Bureau Veritas Marine and Offshore, and to introduce our new rule note, NR 681, for unmanned surface vessel. Let's start with our smart ship framework. As you may know, Bureau Veritas Marine and Offshore is a world-leading classification society, and we have identified four main challenges for today: decarbonization, digitalization, safety, and smart shipping. And today I would like to focus on the last topic, last challenges, smart shipping. Ship owner would like to have more and more smart function. What is smart function? For example, a remote access to a specific equipment could be a smart function. Some predictive optimization in the scope of condition-based maintenance. Also, it could be also an example of smart function. 24/7 real-time monitoring and alert is another example of smart function. And of course, increasing of automation is another example of smart function. So in this framework, in smart ship framework, we have identified four different tiers. The first tier is a computer-based ship. To be able to provide some smart function to ship owner, you need to have a first level, some computer-based system on board. These computer-based ship cover all the cyber functional safety of computer-based system and digital solution capturing data on board. When you have captured this data, you have to send this data. That's why we have defined the Tier 2 connected ships. In this Tier 2 connected ship, we cover all the ship-to-shore data transfers, the means of remote access to ship data, the connectivity performance, and the cybersecurity requirements also. When you have sent this data, you need to use this data remotely, for example, and it is what we call the augmented ship. The augmented ships is the Tier 3. At this tier, we address the potential of data-driven operating models from shore, ship monitoring, remote support, and ship's efficiency for operational and environmental performance. And the last tier is the autonomous ship. In this tier, we are covering all the different type of autonomous and remote control units, and we are conducting now design review, and we are issuing approval in principle for this type of unit remotely operated from shore to fully autonomous ship. And in the scope of this tier 4, we have developed a new rule note, NR 681. Let's introduce this new rule note. We propose now a new service notation, USV, Unmanned Surface Vessel. This new service notation could be assigned to unmanned surface unit, and the type of service is to be specified after the service notation. For example, you can grant a service notation USV, Hydrographic Survey Ship, Another example, for a naval unit, you can grant it a unit with the service notation USV Mine Hunter. And the scope of application and the requirements for the assignment of this new service notation USV are given in the rule note NR681. That means that Bureau Veritas, with this new rule note, will be able to issue classification certificate for unmanned surface vessel for civil and naval unit. For civilian unit, unmanned surface civilian unit assigned with the service notation USV need to comply with the rule note of the classification of steel ship NR 467 Part A for all classification and survey matter, the rule note NR 681 for all specific requirements about unmanned surface vessel, and also the guidance notes NI 641 for all matter related to classification and for all part concerning the autonomous shipping. So for the civil, you have to apply the section 1 to section 7. For naval unit, unmanned surface naval unit assigned with the service notation USV are to comply with the rule for the classification of naval ship NR 483 Part A for all classification and survey matter, the rule note NR 681 for the unmanned surface vessel matters, and the guideline NI 641 for dealing with autonomous and automation system for all matters related to classification. So for the naval unit, you need to apply section 1 to section 8. The scope of this new service notation USV is limited to this following unit. We, of course, consider unmanned surface vessel. We exclude underwater unit. We limit the scope to the small unit, less than 500 gross tonnage. We include all type of material, steel, aluminum, or composite. And we consider the following degree of automation, direct control and remote control as defined in our guideline NI 641, section 1, table 1 and 2. And I will give you some example. So you can see on this slide the table 1 and the table 2 coming from the NI 641 about autonomous shipping. So in our new guideline for unmanned surface vessel, we include the degree of automation A1 DC0 RC3. That means that we include the unit that are human directed without direct control on board, but with full remote control. We include also the A2 DC0 RC2. In this case, we are for the degree of automation at level human delegated. We have no direct control because we have nobody on board, and we are at the level discontinuous remote control. And for A3 DC0 RC1, for the degree of automation, we are at the degree human supervised, and we have no direct control because nobody is on board, and we are at the available remote control. As said before, underwater vehicles and non-maneuvered units are out of scope of this new rule note. This new rule note, NR 681, refers to different parts of existing rules. For example, for the structure, we ask to apply the requirements of the rule note NR 600. But we had some specific requirements, taking account, of course, that you have no human on board. For machinery, it's the same. Machinery of units assigned with the service notation USV are to be in accordance with the requirements of the rule note NR 566, chapter 2, but taking into account the specific requirements given in the section 4 of the NR 681. The draft of this new rule note is available on request. I can share with you this draft, and I will be pleased to receive your comment. Our target is to release this new rule note in July 2022. Do not hesitate if you have some questions. Thank you.
So, any questions for the speaker? Alan?
Thank you, Jerome. Alan McGee from TCOMS here in Singapore. Thank you for your interesting presentation. At the end, you talked about the Scantling requirements, and it seems that there's no additional requirements for autonomous navigation apart from the standard Scantling rules. Is that correct?
Yes, we have no specific dedicated requirements for all structure for unmanned surface vessel. We have some specific requirements for equipment such as anchoring and berthing, and but for specific hull scantling, we have we apply the requirements for a ship less than 500 gross tonnage, and they are the same.
So no thought about structural health monitoring on board or instrumentation?
It's not in the scope of the notation USV, but we have another rule note dedicated to for structural hull monitoring, and we can also granted USV with this dedicated notation.
We can have time for one more question. Okay, let's once again thank the speaker.
Okay, thank you.